trickle down. I didn't pick up all the trickle at the start. Trickle down, I come, there's nothing in my shopping cart. If you trickle down from the higher ground, won't you tell me when's the trickle gonna start? As we trickle down and they trickle up, do we base our lives upon a stone cold heart? Those fields that once were green, until the river became a stream, and then a trickle and the fields went brown, and the roots they withered in the ground. Oh, won't you tell me where's that trickle down? For the chosen few, after all, if it wasn't for you, the great unwashed they could wash, it's true, and they wouldn't look much different from you. Well, I guess that would never do. Trickle down, and did they pick up all the trickle at the start? Trickle down, I come, there's nothing in my shopping cart. If you trickle down from the higher ground, won't you tell me when's the trickle gonna start? As we trickle down and they trickle up, do we base our lives upon a stone cold heart? If your politics are to protect only the most soaking wet, do me a favor, make them bring their clothes. A drop of water in the desert creates a rose. Here comes the chorus, this is how it goes. Trickle down, and did they pick up all the trickle at the start? Trickle down, I come, there's nothing in my shopping cart. If you trickle down from the higher ground, won't you tell me when's the trickle gonna start? As we trickle down and they trickle up, do we base our lives upon a stone cold heart? Hi guys, my name is Ben Childs. I'm going to play some songs. Hope everyone's having a nice Sunday. Just going to tune up a little bit. Hi, Anthony. I am 1 in 12 and choose the other side. The sweetness in the lies, the foot that makes the footprint that imprints our daily life. I am a 1 in 12, trying hard but finding the shining silver linings, the fur lining, the bindings that keeps our soul in line. I know to be a child again and look with awe and wonder on the world. Oh, to be free again, or maybe to be free for the first time. I am a 1 in 12, survivor of the flood, drag free from the mud, a keeper of a covenant and Oh, to be a child again and look with awe and wonder on the world. Oh, to be free again, or maybe to be free for the first time. I am a 1 in 12. 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 Guys, that's a song that I just wrote. It's called 1 in 12. I was reading something recently that said that 1 in 12 people have some kind of addiction problem, and I decided to write a song about it, so that's what we ended up with. So this next one, it's called The Day That Jerry Died. It's about my next door neighbor, my ex next door neighbor, should I say. It was the 23rd of May, a magic number and a fateful day. We awoke to sunshine tide and dragged our weary bones away. Manifesting destiny, sent those records on their way. Our rebel yell is taking flight and making its own way. It was the day that Jerry died. It was your birthday too. Memories of old, making way for all things new. My head was full of wonder like a bolt out of the blue. Not exactly revelation, but a kind of clarity came through. Do you remember when he got that hook stuck deep inside his skin? Fixing up the barn behind our house, it was so typical of him. Upstanding father, a husband and a friend, a relic of a dream of England, heroic till the end. It was the day that Jerry died. It was your birthday too. Memories of old, making way for all things new. My head was full of wonder like a bolt out of the blue. Not exactly revelation, but a kind of clarity came through. He used to listen to our music when we played all day and night. Smile as we trundled down the hill on boards and bikes. A jigsaw puzzle piece of my childhood slips from sight. Then love pours down the hole, bathes my memories in light. These images of my rose-tinted childhood come to me. Another world from all the trials of life since '93. Remember when you met him on that day, hazy and blue, traipsing down the country lanes where innocent we grew. And I was falling in love with you, falling fast in love with you, finding out how good people can change. It was the day that Jerry died. It was your birthday too. You only met him once on that hazy afternoon, when my head was full of wonder like a bolt out of the blue. Not exactly revelation, but a kind of clarity came through. Wrote that song a long time ago. It has the first line in it is, it was the 23rd of May, which is my wife Christy's birthday. So yeah, I always joke that I wrote the song so I could remember her birthday. Alright, so this is a song that I wrote for my my granny. It goes like this. say goodbye, we'll be here when you take the climb. There's no need to fear, to places unknown, those rooms unshown. When it's time to die, you'll stay with me. When you cross the line, quietly, though we can't see, it's all meant to be. You'll come and find you in time. Yeah. When you leave behind all of us here, heading to the sky, so free and clear, far but so near. We'll keep you here, deep in our hearts and in our minds. Yeah. Where you are, we will always be in our arms and a part of me. And from your little room into eternity, in our hearts and a part of me. Where you are, we will always be. Oh, in our arms and a part of me. From your little room into eternity, in our hearts and a part of me. All right, guys, how's it going? Hi, Nick. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Jams and Cocktails podcast. What's up? So, it's a song I wrote a while back. It's called Fair Weather Friends. It's, it's about the shallow nature of social media and the internet, stuff like that. It's about, how sometimes, people, they say all the right things, but are they really kind of there for you when you need them? Cries out for help, status, oh no, teary-eyed emoticon. throwaway advice, hashtag YOLO. They pretend to know about the road that she is on. She drowns her sorrows and she powders her nose. We all laugh along with all her jokes. It's closing time again, those sleepy eyeless souls. They slink back to their homes. And there's room in our hearts if you ever need friends like these. Yeah, there's room in our hearts, but with friends like these, oh, who the hell needs enemies? Cries in caps lock as her tears fall on the keys. Can't stand the sight of him after 10 years. Misery loves company, company loves alcohol, so they go to the bars for some beers. Oh, she's frozen, caught in perpetual motion. No love or inspiration to change the situation. If I was a good man, I'd say leave him long ago, but I'm not so confident in my approach. And there's room in our hearts if you ever need friends like these. Yeah, there's room in our hearts, but with friends like these, oh, who the hell needs enemies? So eager to please you, eager to please you, eager to please you, but you're not there when you need us. We're so eager to please you, eager to please you, eager to please you, but we're not there when you need us. And we're happy to feed you bullshit and feed your ego. And it's not that we hate you, but it's so easy to leave you now. It's hard to pretend we're more than just fair weather friends. It's hard to truly care when you're not really there. And there's room in our hearts if you ever need friends like these. Yeah, there's room in our hearts, but with friends like these, oh, who the hell needs enemies? So if any of you guys are wondering what the drone is, I have a pedal which it makes just stretches the notes out, and because a lot of my stuff is kind of folky, a drone behind it sounds pretty good, so that's what I got going on there. This is a song I wrote for my brother. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your eyes. You say it in the silent tone, say it in the silent tone, in a language that's your own. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your eyes. You say it in the silent tone, say it in the silent tone, in a language that's your own. Can you see through the camera on my laptop screen? My heart is hurting but recovering as we pull ourselves into the light again. Because the hardest part was getting here. The hardest part was getting here. The hardest part was getting here. Now you're here. Oh, now you're here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can see it in my smile. You can see it in my smile. I say it in this silent tone. Say it in this silent tone in a language that's my own. You can see it in my smile, just like I can see it in your eyes. We say it in this silent tone. Say it in this silent tone in a language that's our own. I'm so glad that you're safe from home. I'm so glad you're back in our arms. So glad you're back with us again. Because the hardest part was getting here. The hardest part was getting here. The hardest part was getting here. Now you're here. Now you're hey, yeah. I can see it in your eyes, just like you can see it in my smile. I say it in this silent tone. Say it in this silent tone in a language that's my own. How's everyone doing? Hey Yaz, what's going on, Devin? Thank you, appreciate it. I haven't played this song in a very long time. It's about the old spirits of Florida and not to mess with them. Came down to Florida with flowers in their hair, looking for adventure to wash away their cares, looking for a memory, a place to call their home. Under the thunderhead they roam, over ancient paths now covered up with stone. Alligator Rally headed westbound in the rain. She was acting up, saying, oh Lord, never again. The wind was coming faster, getting meaner by the mile. Catfish and alligator smile, grabbing for the bottom of the pile. And it don't take long to wind up in the dirt out here alone. Like a stone, the spirits are outside. What's reaped and sown, what's reaped and sown. Gone for days before their family got scared. Looked around and all they found were the flowers from her hair. Fairy tales they are, both good and evil at some times. among the Spanish moss and mangrove vines. You know they'll never find them in the pines, and it don't take long to wind up in the dirt out here alone. And when you're gone, girl, you might just find yourself inside another country song. Sink like a storm when Mother Nature takes you for her own. There's nothing like you've known, for spirits are outside what's reaped and sown, what's reaped and sown. Nick, I'm using a thumb pick. It just attaches to your thumb. It's a Black Mountain is the name of the company. It's going to tune up. Yeah, Danielle, we should play that one live. I agree. I really like it too. All right, so this next one, it's kind of an ode to you know, the love I had for my father, and how we don't really see each other too much, and you know, how I miss him and stuff like that. We went on a sailing trip to a place called Tobermory in Scotland, and that's what this is about. Me fishing with my dad. Up at 6 a.m, take the boat down to the waterfall. We fight against the tide. For a minute, I wonder, will we make it at all? With your old fishing pole and the reel that we fixed the night before, we pull them flashing from the sea, then let the current carry us on back to Tobermory shore, back to shore, back to shore, back to shore. It was like a dream. It was like a dream. I was trying to hide my smile. I was trying to hide my smile. And when you look out to the sea, hey, maybe some of the time now you'll think of me. Yeah, when you look out to the sea, hey, maybe some of the time you'll think of me. I was trying to hide my smile. I was trying to hide my smile. 'Cause it was like a dream. Yeah, it was like a dream. And when you look out to the sea, hey, maybe some of the time now you'll think of me. Yeah, when you look out to the sea, hey, maybe some of the time, yeah, maybe some of the time now you'll think of me.
All right, so this is a song that we do play live. It's called Fall on Your Sword. So at the risk of kind of going on about it, because I talk about it quite a lot, I relatively recently got sober, and it was a big deal for me, and kind of a life-changing experience, and this is about that.
Washed up on the shore, the world's a little different this time around. Slowly move towards a happy place, don't rush this time around. 'Cause time, it takes care of all these things. Time takes care of us. There's nothing left to prove, no goals to make or people to impress. Just do the next right thing and leave it to fate to do the rest. 'Cause time, it takes care of all these things, the bruises and the cuts. Yeah, time, it takes care of all these things. Time takes care of us. Oh yeah. No need to fall on your sword, my son. There's no shame in you being wrong, as long as you learn from what you've done. Learn from what you've done, yeah. No need to fall on your sword, my son. Another day will surely come, and in time, yeah, you will feel better. You'll feel better, yeah. It's not the same as it was before. The world's a little different, and so are we. Where once we were so sure, now we are living in humility. And time, it takes care of all these things. Time takes care of us. Now my eyes have cleared, I'm living in the world with no regrets. No, I won't live in fear. The sun is shining, good times are ahead. And time, it takes care of all these things, so in time I trust. Yeah, time, it takes care of all these things. Time takes care of us. Oh yeah. No need to fall on your sword, my son. There's no shame in you being wrong, as long as you learn from what you've done. Learn from what you've done, yeah. No need to fall on your sword, my son. Another day it will surely come, and in time, yeah, you will feel better. You'll feel better, yeah. No need need to fall on your sword, my son. There's no shame in you being wrong, as long as you learn from what you've done. Learn from what you've done, yeah. No need to fall on your sword, my son. Another day it will surely come, and in time, yeah, you will feel better. You'll feel better, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. How's everyone doing over there? Oh, thanks, Andrew. It's pretty funny, Hector. From the place or from ourselves, but we were happy for the ocean in between. Looking for a new start, we sadly said farewells. Found what we were looking for and more than we had bargained for. Round here no one cares much where you're from, just as long as you got it going on. Instead of who do you think you are, we say who do you want to be. Though it ain't easy, and that is so in seas, the last shreds of a promised dream. We were tough and we were cunning, and we looked out for ourselves, but still, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say we carved out a living with help from all our friends. I play music, Christy, well, she rents boats by the day. And round here no one cares much where you're from, just as long as you know right from wrong. Instead of who do you think you are, we say who do you want to be. Though it ain't easy, and that is so in seas, for the last shreds of a promised dream. Well, it ain't all sunshine and roses, bad apples, yeah, there's a few. Suicides and overdoses that break our heart, yeah, they break it in two. As the worst year of our lives crashes down around us still, I'm just glad that I'm alive and sucking on this bitter pill. 'Cause round here no one cares much where you're from, we just care that you keep keeping on. Instead of who do you think you are, we say who do you want to be. Though it ain't easy, I'm out in sowing seeds for the last shreds of a promised dream. Though it ain't easy, I'm out in sowing seeds for the last shreds of a promised dream. So yeah, that one, I wrote it during the pandemic, and you know, there's been a lot of reasons lately to be kind of down on you know, what's going on in the US and in the world in general and stuff, and
just wanted to write something positive, you know, like something that about the good things, and you know, because there's enough negativity in this world. All right, so this next one is a song I wrote about a week before I moved to the US. It's called "Folk Like Us."
Folk like us, we need the open spaces, and folk like us, we need the wind in our hair. Folk like us disappear without traces now. Gonna leave in the dead of night, watch my dust, gonna blaze a trail again. Gonna leave in the dead of night, so I don't rust in the cold Manchester rain. 'Cause I gotta keep on keeping on, I gotta move this all along, gotta sail away to chase these blues away. I'll miss you when I'm gone, I'll be right where I belong, somewhere across those ocean waves, or I'll see you some sunny day. Gonna leave in the morning, gonna take my time to pack up all my things. Gonna leave in the morning, gonna take what's mine, take what the future brings. 'Cause I gotta keep on keeping on, I gotta move this all along, I gotta sail away to chase these blues away. But though I'll miss you when I'm gone, I'll be right where I belong, somewhere across those ocean waves, or I'll see you some sunny day. Gonna leave in the evening, gonna ride into the sunset like a hero of the old west. Gonna leave in the evening, can you hear the dogs barking? Can you hear the dogs barking? Oh, can you hear them? 'Cause I gotta keep on keeping on, I gotta move this all along, gotta sail away to chase these blues away. And though I miss you when I'm gone, I'll be right where I belong, somewhere across those ocean waves, or I'll see you some sunny day. And folk like us, we need the open spaces, and folk like us, we need the wind in our hair. Folk like us disappear without traces now, to new people and new places now, with wide open smiling faces now, strapping up my bootlaces now.
How's everyone doing? Okay, this is my last one. It's called Liars, Cheats, Addicts and Thieves. Wrote it a real long time ago. But I still kind of like it. I like the sentiment. We are liars and cheats, we are addicts and thieves, lovers and friends besides. We've come a long way, and by this way we must leave, hoping time can withstand the tides. Wherever we go and however we change, I know you'll still be there to confide. Now we know just how bad all our bad sides can be, our indiscretions, our secrets and sighs. And we'll all find resolution in the end, my dear. One day all of our desires will be requited, and if not, it will do now to pretend it's clear. We do better when together and united. So don't worry now, it's so silly to care, cause if we're scraping for $1 or we're millionaires, we'll always have Paris and we're having us there, and Tokyo to Trafford to Times Square. You know we've been there with enough shots to share. I'm still too rare to rock in my chair. Though I won't turn, I'll be singing you there, and I'll be on my own terms on a wing and a prayer. We'll all find resolution in the end, my dears. One day all of our desires will be requited, and if not, it will do now to pretend it's clear that we do better when together and united. Well, the future pans out like a vast open sea as we cast our dice on the water. As long as our feet, they don't fail, you and me, and our resolve doesn't falter. As long as we know we'll all find resolution in the end, my dears. One day all of our desires will be requited, and if not, it will do now to pretend it's clear. We do better when together and united. Yeah, we do better when together and united. Oh, we do better when together and united. I was living in Manchester at the time. I think that Manchester United might have come into play with that a little bit. I'm not sure. All right, so that's it. You know, I think I'm going to play one more just to round it off, and then I think we're going to do some kind of interview. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I wonder what you wrote, Kelly, that was retracted. Was it rude? Oh, thanks, Anthony. It was all a dream, or maybe I was drunk, I really don't remember. When a good old friend of mine, he said to me, in response to my neuroses, in the week before I left them, he said, Ben, just keep it real, it's really all you need. He said, tell them of your loving heart, tell them to believe in a world full of opportunities. Tell them you want to take part, even though you're leaving. You're not backing down, you're stepping up, giving all you got now finally. Well, it's not a crime to be the
person that you really want to be. Allow it and you will see. It's easier to drop your guard than fight it. Try a little honesty. Honesty, 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 yeah. It's what you've been waiting for, so you can't pass it over. It's time to take this opportunity to tell them that you hate the war, the racists and the homophobes, and tell them you hope that they agree. Tell them that you love your wife, tell them you love music, tell them that although you can worry, that you've never been more happy. No, no one could be more happy. That you're living a real love story, and though the world can be scary, you think that maybe you might die happy. Well, it's fine for you to be the person that you really want to be. Allow it and you will see. It's easier to drop your guard, don't fight it, try a little honesty. Honesty, 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 yeah. Depot. Thanks a lot.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Kelsey. Welcome to Live Music Community. We just finished a live stream with Ben, and absolutely amazing. And the chat was just going crazy, which was one of my favorite parts. People were clapping. I think there were a few tears. Ben, how was that?
So, you know, it does make a big difference having people listening to you because, you know, otherwise you kind of feel like you're in a bit of a bubble. So thanks so much, everyone, for listening to it. I didn't know if anyone was going to, and it means a lot to me. Thank you.
This was actually your second time doing a live stream here. You did your first one with your band, Killbillies, and now you did a solo act. And I could tell you were a little bit nervous because every time somebody chatted, you were just, your eyes the whole time.
Yeah. Going... I know, yeah, I was nervous. The reason I was nervous is because I did a lot of kind of reconfiguring of the songs. I changed the key of a few of them, and literally every song I played has something different in it than when we do it with the band. And I did it all for I did all of that just for this performance. So it was a lot to remember. This definitely isn't an act that I've ever done before like this. So I was pretty nervous.
I really enjoyed, like, it was such an intimate acoustic act. You see a lot of acts, but we really captured the twinkle in your eye. And I noticed you're so honest in your songs. Are you that honest out and about in regular life, or only in your music?
I try to be. I can't say I always am, but I try to be. The sort of new approach to life that I've got. Well, you know, a wise man once said that you're only an honest person is truly free, you know, like, because otherwise you sort of make a prison of all of these lies and all of this kind of, this construction of that you want to send out to the world. And honestly, I just can't be bothered to do that anymore. I just want to be real, you know, and say it how it is. That's just where I'm at with it all, I guess.
I love that. I'm totally with you. You can't keep up with lies. It's a distraction from actual life.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting distracted by the chat because so many people are joining. And if you've never joined one of our live streams during this Q&A session, it's really cool. We actually have a screen. So if you have any questions for Ben, he's here to answer them. And of course, show some love. He just got an amazing show. There's a link in the video of this description. Just click it. You can send some money, 10s, 50s, 100s. Let's see how wild you're feeling today. Nick has a question in the chat. He said, who was your inspiration for your writing?
When it comes to stylistically, Richard Thompson is a huge inspiration on me. Probably the biggest, honestly. And then Nick Drake, I always loved him. And then Frank Turner is a big influence on me too. I'm actually going to go and see him play in a couple of weeks. I'm really looking forward to it. If you've never heard of Frank Turner, he's an English like folk punk guy. Sort of probably more folk than punk these days, but a lot of it's kind of folk for punks. Punks will go and watch him play. And Nick Drake, if you've never heard of him, he's a wonderful 1970s English folk singer-songwriter, and he was a big influence on me when I was young. But then I've got tons of influences. I listen to a lot of different types of music, and it all kind of gets in there. I'll give you an example. Even though that song 1 in 12 that I wrote. I heard someone say it on the TV about addicts being 1 in 12. There's also there's a UB40 song that goes I am a 1 in 10, and so the rhythm for the flow for that bit I got from UB40, which is a 1980s reggae band. So it really could be from anywhere, honestly.
And it seems like a lot of your inspiration actually comes from life experiences.
For sure.
You could hear it in your music. I mean, it's easy to connect to because there's so many stories, and there's a lot of reflection that is common in just anyone and everyone. And do you feel like some of your music has helped you heal by writing about it?
Absolutely, 100%. There's a song, I didn't play it tonight, but there's a song I wrote about a propane tank exploding in a fat fryer in a kitchen at one time. And it was very traumatic for me. And I had a lot of kind of confused feelings about it. Like when something traumatic like that happens to you, you can't help but kind of wonder, what your part in it was, and blame yourself and things like that. It wasn't my fault, but I definitely at one point was kind of obsessing over the fact that it might have been. And I wrote a song about it and played it out a few times, and it kind of exorcised the demons. That's a perfect example of music as therapy. And all these songs are about, really honestly, I wouldn't know what to write about if it wasn't things that I cared deeply about. I wouldn't bother writing about it, unless it was something that meant a lot to me. And, all of my favorite songs, they're about my family. They're about, friends of mine, and about my kind of journey through life. Yeah.
I could definitely tell that the fishing song about your dad, you seem to get a little choked up, and then you were talking about the sober song about recently getting sober. Yeah, that song as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all very personal to me, and I think that recognize real. I wouldn't want to be writing music that wasn't from the heart, because then why would anyone bother to listen to it? I think it's important to be real.
Absolutely. That's one of the best things I've ever heard. Now, when you listen to some of the songs that maybe you wrote about personal experiences, and now you're playing them years later, is it very different? Were you in a different space than when you wrote it at the time? Like hearing it years later?
Yeah, well, I only really played stuff that I still I'm on board with still.
Yeah.
There is some stuff that I've written that is, comes off a little naive to me these days. But all of these songs I still really like. The Trickle Down one, which is just a kind of like a sort of a rather cartoonish political commentary. I'm still on board with that. And the Day That Jerry Died is quite an old song, and that one. It's literally just about the day that he died, stuff that happened on that day, and I'm still on board with that. But yeah, I've definitely got there's a song that we sometimes play, and the chorus is My Way or the Highway, and I sometimes am a bit embarrassed of that because it's a little bit braggadocious. I think I wasn't as humble. I am not a humble man. I'm kind of a narcissist, but I'm more humble than I was then.
Hey, that is so big to say. That's awesome right there. So you have so many cool styles of music. I've heard you play just about anything and everything. You play out an extreme amount here, everywhere. A lot of people know you in the area and the music scene. Is there any style that you're like, no, I just can't play that?
Let me have a think. What, in terms of I can't physically play it or I won't play it?
You won't play it. Physically, you could do it after, sitting
yeah.
down with it, right?
I'm not a huge fan of pop country. I like country as a genre, but I'm not I can't really get down with country songs about country. Anything where they reference the fact that they're in the country or start talking about their truck. I'm not on board anymore after that point. But because I just find it a bit cheesy. But and I understand that some people like that. It's just my taste.
Yeah.
But I prefer the kind of the outlaw country stuff and
like the Florida song that you wrote today. All right, so I've grown up in Florida my entire life.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you freaked me out. That song was really cool. I liked it. It had that country vibe, but the lyrics were really. You guys should. And in the chat, people were saying, "Hey, let's play this out. I want to hear this more." Definitely, I go with that vote. That was a really cool song.
Yeah.
What's the actual title? Because they're gonna be like, "What Florida song are you talking about?"
It's called Alligator Smile. It's you can find it on our second album, Transplant Life. I changed the key of it because it's real high, and I used to sing very high, and I still do, but my voice is, as I get older, it's getting a bit lower. But that one, it's just it's kind of just about respecting the natural power of Florida. That's what it's kind of was trying to be about. That was the idea.
No, well done. It was a good one. Hector in the chat. So no wagon wheel encore.
I'm not even going to furnish that with a reply.
All right, guys, going back to the chat, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Now, if you haven't tipped, shame on you. That was an amazing show. And if you're watching, out of Florida, anywhere in the world, doesn't matter. All you got to do is click that link, support music. Speaking of supporting music, where can people catch your next show? Where can they find you, stalk you, get more music from you?
We play all the time. Hang on, let me check.
That's how much.
Oh, I can't remember. So but if you go to my phone's there. But if you go to
I'm glad it's perfect. It's the most authentic interview ever.
if you Yeah, there you go. If you haven't heard our podcast yet, we have a podcast called 561 Music, and we record it right here in this room, and we have a lot of fun doing that. And we say where Killbillies is going to play at the end of every episode of that, and we're playing all the time. We play 3 or 4 times a week usually. So if you just go on our website, which is killbillies.net. Or if you go to our Facebook, which is probably our Facebook and our Instagram is the most, regularly updated stuff, and that they're both Killbillies FL, because there's another band called Angry Johnny and the Killbillies, which isn't us. So if you want to find out,
have you ever met Angry Johnny?
No, I haven't, and I kind of get the feeling he would be a little. They were before us, so. I doubt that he's a huge fan of the fact that we exist in the world.
So it looks like you have a super fan in the chat. Conley's Friday, Patty Mac's Saturday. You're playing Cork solo Sunday.
Oh, thanks, Hector. You're forgiven for the wagon wheel comment now. Thank you, mate. That's awesome.
So I know you've played with a lot of musicians. Has anybody been very impactful as far as musically?
Yeah. I'm trying to. So in terms of the best band I've ever played with live, the best live act I've ever seen was RX Bandits. They are just unbelievable live. It's like music is just coming out of their pores. I've never seen anything like it. And then I've played with a lot of people over the years. Most of the sort of bigger acts were kind of ska punk type bands because that's what my band Sonic Boom 6 was back in the day. But off the top of my head, just for a show that I was just blown away by, the RX Bandits. If you ever get a chance to go, I don't even know if they're still playing. If they are, if you ever get a chance to go and see those guys play, they're amazing. They're incredible.
All right, Jake, taking a look back at the chat. Danielle, what is your favorite song that you play live that you've written?
That's a good question. Well, the thing is, when you write a song, they mean something different to the person who's listening to it because they're very much tied in with a time and a place. And the song is called Josh Song, the song I wrote for my brother, very much tied into a time and a place where I was feeling kind of lonely here and I was missing him and we didn't, I wanted to be there to just help him out with some stuff that was going on at the time and I couldn't be. And so when I play that always transports me for sure. And I think my favorite song I've ever written is Folk Like Us. I haven't played it for a while because the guitar that I play is like a short-scaled neck, and the way that we've learned it is really, really difficult to play it, but we've got to start playing that again. We've got to figure out a way of doing that because my favorite song by us is Folk Like Us, for sure.
All right, so we're going to hear that in Alligator Smile at Killbillies, maybe Friday at Conley's or at Patty Mac's on Saturday, or maybe Cork solo Sunday. Ben is out and about everywhere, and Nick says great teacher and musician. One of your
thanks, Nick.
Ben is also a teacher at Live Music Community if you want to take lessons. And as far as live streams, just go to livemusiccommunity.com. You could do a live stream. We're here every Sunday at 7. I'm Kelsey. Ben, thank you for the performance.
Thank you.
And the interview. And one more time, where can everybody find you? And what day is your podcast, the 561?
It's so we record it on Wednesdays, but Thursday at midnight it comes out on all platforms, and it's called 561 Music. The thing that I wanted to say that I think is important that I didn't say is that no man's an island, and I'm here on my own playing these songs, but a lot of different people have helped me write them in one way or another. And the two songs that two of the newer ones I played, Fall on Your Sword and Promised Dream, James and Hector from the Killbillies, they helped me write them. So I think that it's important to acknowledge that. And there's a few of these songs were completely just, no input at all. But most of them have had, a little bit of help here and there. So, just wanted to throw that out there.
All right. And if you want to see the Killbillies, go stalk them on Facebook because that's Hector and James are part of the Killbillies, what Ben's talking about, his other bandmates when he goes out and plays.
And we're playing at Connolly's on Friday. That's 9 to 1. And Paddy Mac's on Saturday. That's 9 to midnight. And Cork on Sunday, and that's 11 to 3. And then I'm also playing a country barbecue in the evening later on that Sunday night, but maybe I don't come to that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I think it might be a private event.
You've just been invited to the country barbecue. Check that out at the end of this video. We'll give you details and address. I'm Kelsey. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks.